As I look back in my like half sleepy eyes, I see what had made that sound, and my stomach just turned that very second. I saw that one of my bunkmates, the guy I was talking about, so, hello and welcome back everyone to my channel. I'm AK, the voice of the schizo attack you are having right now. For anyone that has just joined us, I'm AK. I'm an ex-conscript of Iranian military. As a police conscript, majority of my actions in the military consisted of guard duties, patrol duties, escort duties, and anything in between or that could happen in a precinct. Now you all have read the title of this video. Before we get into today's episode of Campfire Stories, this one named Baloney Bob, please make sure to first go to Mike Burnfire's channel, make sure to like the video, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, make the algorithm do its thing, and if you like this video, maybe do the same for me, I'll surely appreciate it. All the links of these videos will be in the description, you can look for them right now, or you can see there's a small video title card in the top right corner right about now. So without further ado, let's get started.
I have had some pretty bad roommates while I was in the military.
That's a
I had
staple,
some bad
yeah.
ones too. Mostly not in the military. Basically, it was one guy. I was with 3 other guys sharing a 2-bedroom condo.
When was
Alright.
this?
This is when you were in Louisiana, I think.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was going to college because I decided
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to go into the military directly out of high school.
Yeah.
Huh.
Should have stuck with that decision.
I was with 3 other guys.
I'm
sharing
guessing
a
he
living
didn't.
Space, and one of them was my bunkmate, but he got married and he left. And the
All
other 2
right.
guys were
Good
like,
for him.
well, we need a 4th person to take his place and pay rent. Otherwise, we have to pay more. And I said, okay, that's fine. Go find somebody. They found somebody. His name was Jeremy.
Is this why you named the Pikmin Jeremy?
Maybe subconsciously.
Subconsciously.
Jeremy was technically going to college like we were.
All right.
Maybe not getting the best of grades, as he spent most of his time at home not doing homework, but playing World of Warcraft.
Somehow I knew you were going to say World of Warcraft. How did I know that?
Like, legitimately playing World of Warcraft with Cheeto stains on his underpants.
Oh, wow.
I ended up,
Authentic
after
as
a
it
few
comes,
weeks,
huh?
leaving. And they're like, you gotta pay rent. It's like, fine, I'll pay rent. I'm gonna live with my mom. You can have my rent money. I don't want to be here.
Wow.
No.
He smells bad, and he's
Oh.
always here.
Oh.
He wasn't a bad guy, but he did not take care of himself.
Oh, man. I had a roommate when I was at Fort Polk. We all called him Baloney Bob.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
this
he always smelled like old bologna.
started sooner than I expected.
Baloney
All right.
Bob was not the smartest man.
Mm-hmm.
Not by a long shot.
And here I thought the
All
Army
right.
took the best.
Normally, the
That's
Army
a lie.
might only take the best, but this was the heady days of post 9/11.
Oh.
when anyone
Ah,
could get in
yeah.
the Army with a smile and a wave.
Where they were riled
and
up.
all you had to do was just tell the recruiter that, yes, me want go Army, me drive truck, and they would immediately sign you up.
We need somebody for
Lovely.
this military conflict we're getting entangled with. How long is it gonna take? 3 weeks, 3 months. I doubt 3 years.
Definitely won't still be going on to this day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Baloney Bob
Ah.
was an interesting man. He was a vehicle mechanic and knew absolutely nothing about how to fix vehicles.
Yeah.
Well, we got moved into new barracks.
All right.
And when I say new barracks, I mean they were new to me. The barracks had existed since time immemorial.
Yes.
They all do.
Filled with asbestos. There were mosquitoes spawning in the toilets.
Uh-huh.
There was mold on the walls. But we got new furniture that they had bought from a remained hotel outlet for incredibly
Oh,
cheap.
they were
Alright.
extremely
When we got
used
moved into
then.
the new barracks, I was like, I
New
wonder who my
is gonna
roommate's gonna be. I
be
would prefer to
stretching
have
the
this
word.
person or this person because I'm friends with them and I like hanging around with them and it would be fine if
Okay.
they were my roommate. Well, they moved us into the room and I get Baloney Bob.
Aw.
And I'm like, why am I in a room with Baloney Bob? And I talked to the lieutenant that was in charge of organizing where all the soldiers that lived in the barracks lived. And I said, why did you put me in a room with Baloney Bob? And he went, oh, I thought you didn't have any friends.
Oh. Oh
Put
god.
me in a room with Baloney Bob?
Yeah.
Baloney
He's
Bob
gonna be
and I
your
were
best
in the
friend
same
now?
room. And I guess it wasn't as bad as all that because a lot of the time Baloney Bob wasn't there. I don't know where the fuck he went, but he wasn't in the barracks room.
That probably made you happy.
Unfortunately, the room did smell like bologna. I did have to invest very heavily in
Could have guessed why.
my side of the room.
During your weekly inspection, did you get in trouble for that?
Monthly inspections, because they didn't really do weekly inspections. They did monthly inspections.
Oh.
So one day during a monthly inspection, I'm cleaning up the room and making sure everything's good, and I'm cleaning the little common area that we have. It's like a sink and a tiny refrigerator.
All right.
I look over on Baloney Bob's side of the room, and Baloney Bob isn't there. I don't know where the fuck he is. I guess he just went on walks somewhere because his car is still parked outside, even though he doesn't have a driver's license. Why the fuck does Baloney Bob have a car?
Have a car if he... Yeah, yeah.
Fine.
Why?
Cleaning the common areas. I look over on his side of the room, and it looks like set dressing for a bad B movie of what a serial killer's room should look like.
Oh,
This
goddamn.
may be why he disappeared, so you'd have to deal with it.
I'm like, I'm not touching anything on his side of the room. I don't want him to start squealing like a pig at me, because if I touch anything on his side of the room, it's gonna be.
Understandable,
I don't
yeah.
want to deal with that. So I
Some
don't
people
touch
are
anything on
very
his side of the
picky.
room. And I'm like, if I get yelled at for it, fine, whatever. I'll just take a dump on Baloney Bob's pillow or something.
Give him a soap party.
I think that probably happened to him several times, and it didn't take.
Yeah, lovely.
It didn't seem to do anything.
Might be the only time soap touched his body.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Oh,
Captain
no.
Comes up, comes into the
That
room.
was
He
ominous.
looks at my side of the room. He's like, "Why do you have a?" Oh my god, I forgot about this. I just forgot about this until right this second.
Why do you have a 6-foot pillow?
Zach and food fetish.
So he goes through my side of the room, and I got like a bunch of fucking weeb drawings that I've done, like hanging up on the wall and shit. And he's like, "Why the fuck do you have a Lindsay Lohan calendar?" And I'm like, "Shut up, I like it."
She was cute before the surgery. Look at them freckles.
2005, 2006, she was primetime hotness. Like Mean Girls timeline. Ooh,
I've never
damn.
watched
Anyway.
that. Drama was
You're a
never my
Lindsay
thing.
Lohan character. You're never gonna meet her, and I'm just like, what? Why you crush my dreams, dude? So he looks at my side of the room. It's fine. Everything's clean. I got everything well organized. I've like made my bed properly, and for some reason, I still had a military wool blanket on my bed. Like everybody else is using like comforters or whatever, and I've just got like a gross, like a wool blanket from 1956
Aw.
is on my bed, and he's just like, the fuck.
You sleep on that?
I'm like, it's comfortable. I like it.
Yeah.
It's itchy. I actually still have. My grandpa gave me the wool blanket that he was issued while he was in the military, and I brought that
Goddamn.
with me to Fort Polk, and that was the one I would use.
Nice.
It's great. Anyway, he goes over to Baloney Bob's side of the room. He has a blanket and a pillow,
All right.
but nothing else that goes on the bed. So there's no bed sheets. There's no pillowcase on it. It's just a blanket and a pillow, and they're all balled up in one corner.
Ooh.
How many other people used that mattress?
I know, right? He's like, "What is this?"
The sheets. He's doing laundry, I think. Yes, that's why.
No, I'm not covering his ass at all. At this point,
Throw him
there's
under
been
the
so many
bus.
different little tiny things that have happened that I'm just like, I've had it with Baloney Bob. And at this point, if for some reason my superior officer sees something on Baloney Bob's side of the room that will get him kicked out of the military, I ain't gonna say boo to that. What? He just sleeps like that? I don't know, sir. Apparently so. I try to avoid going over there as much as possible. All right. Whatever.
Uh-huh.
Open the closet on Baloney Bob's side of the room, and there's a truck bumper in there.
Wait, what?
An entire truck.
Truck bumper?
Yeah, bumper and brush guard and everything.
Why?
Baloney Bob doesn't own a truck. He doesn't even have a driver's license.
Drivers? Yeah, he did it.
He just looks at it and goes, "The fuck is this?" That's a truck bumper, sir. Yeah, I know it's a truck bumper. Why is it in here? I don't know, sir. Did you see him bring it in here? No, I did not, sir.
Why does he have it?
Yeah.
I don't know why he had a truck bumper.
If he doesn't even have a
Guess he thought
truck.
he was gonna put it on his car.
It was my grandpa's. I brought it with me.
Honestly, if he had said that, that wouldn't have surprised me.
Yeah.
Baloney Bob is still not here.
Where is he?
I don't know. I don't know where he was. He opens the refrigerator, looks in the refrigerator. There is a mason jar filled with ketchup. Why is there a mason jar filled with ketchup? I don't know, sir. It's Baloney Bob's, isn't it? Yes, it is, sir.
I can only assume he took ketchup packets from McDonald's and emptied them into it.
It would have been Burger King, and I'll tell you why. We go into the bathroom, and this is the moment that I've been dreading.
Oh no.
We go into the bathroom, and sitting on one side of the bathtub is a Burger King cup with a hole in the bottom of it. And it's not a neat hole. It's a hole like he jabbed his finger into it real hard.
Why?
All right.
And the captain points at it and says, "Why is that in here?" And I said, "Sir, I have no idea why that's in here. Baloney Bob put it in here.
What is it for?
When he last
Used
took a
for?
shower 4 days ago. I don't know why it's in here, and at this point, I will not touch it."
I will
I
not ask.
insinuated that basically the only way I would be willing to touch the cup was if I put on full hazmat mop gear, picked it up, and put it into a 55-gallon drum and
Of
then sealed
acid?
it and buried it in the Mariana Trench.
Yeah, that would
be
do
the only way
too.
I'd be willing to touch it.
Your captain looks at you. You look at your captain. Sir, I'll give you $20 to drink the contents.
At the hole at the bottom.
Oh, at the very bottom.
At the very bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the very bottom of it.
Maybe he likes to fill it up with water and then unplug the hole and let the water pour over him. Like a shower.
How did you know that's what he was doing with it?
Wait, what?
Wait, he was doing that?
We get done with the room inspection, and he's like, "Well, your room's fine. Like, I don't see any problem with it. But I'm completely baffled by what I have seen on Baloney Bob's side of the room. Baloney Bob came back while he was in somebody else's room, so somebody went and got the captain. He could provide no reasonable answer as to why he had a truck bumper in there.
Even he didn't know why?
Someone framed me. I don't know who that is.
Could provide no reasonable answer.
That's
They're
not my
like,
trunk bumper. It's a different license plate.
"Why don't you have sheets?" "Well, I don't. They're dirty." "So wash them." Well, apparently Baloney Bob doesn't know how to use the washer and dryer.
Of course not.
We've been over this,
guy-
yeah.
You need to sleep on sheets or something. We get to the cup. Baloney Bob, what the fuck is this? "I don't like to put my head underwater when I take a bath, so I fill the cup up with water and then I let it drain over my head." The fuck?
Huh.
Did you just take a shower then? "I don't like to put my head underwater."
Huh? It gets
That was it. That was the excuse he gave as to what
it gets more reasonable and then gets
He
confusing.
would fill up the tub with water. He would get into the tub. He would fill up the cup with water and then hold it over his head and let the water drain out of it.
All right.
Why don't you just take the cup and then pour it over your head?
Yeah.
Why do you gotta poke a hole in the bottom of it?
Didn't you hear him? He said he didn't like to get his head wet.
So,
Ah,
Baloney Bob,
You'd think they wouldn't allow man-children in the military.
oh god, no, there's so many.
there are a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
children in the military. I found out at one point that Baloney Bob, when he was younger, he and his friend had found a junkyard. So they had spent 5 or 6 hours in the junkyard just smashing windows of cars.
Okay.
And then afterwards, they found out that it wasn't actually a junkyard, but it was some rich guy's car collection.
Good lord.
So his family got sued for several $1 million.
Oh my
Really?
god.
Which they couldn't pay.
Of
He
course.
escaped his debtors by joining the military.
Probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Baloney Bob was something else, and I'm glad that I don't have to deal with him anymore. And I only think of him occasionally. And I look back upon our memories, the time I spent with Baloney Bob while I was in the military, and I laugh because I don't have to deal with Baloney Bob ever again.
For my 3-month period of active duty military training, I roomed with 2 guys. One of them was named Ghost. That was his actual
Wow.
last name. And
Last
every
name?
time
That's-
I walked past our barracks, he was outside smoking a cigarette. I'd say, "Hey, Ghost, how you doing?" And he'd look
That's
at
a
me
cool
with
last
big
name, to be
dribble
honest.
eyes and go, "It's good."
It's good.
It's 2 a.m., Ghost. Why are you out here?
Why are you out there?
I don't even remember what reason I was out there. But,
Whatever.
But for whatever reason, I had to go do something at 2 a.m. and I'd come back and he'd be out there smoking a cigarette.
Sometimes
"What are you
it really requires it. Yeah. Smoking,
doing?" And I'd
yeah.
say, "Okay, I'm going to bed. All right, good night." And
Good
as
night.
I opened the door and poised myself to close it behind me, he'd say, "Hey, wait. Yeah, Ghost? You ever seen a man's balls in a vice?"
I'm sorry, what?
And I'd say, "No, Ghost. Thankfully, I've never seen that." "Yeah. Don't ever join a gang."
Oh my god.
Oh my good.
Ghost.
He has some lore.
Ghost
He's
sounds
a
like he has
character.
life experience.
Yes. I don't know if
He
it was
definitely has its own
persona
side quest or something.
his actual life experiences, but that was one of the men I lived with for 3 months.
One of the guys I was in basic training with, who was very boisterous and outspoken and loud and kind of annoying, but whatever, that's fine. He would tell a lot of stories about stuff that he had done before he was in the military. And he was 19 years old.
All
He would
right.
tell a lot of stories about stuff that he did before he was in the military. And he said that he'd been like in a gang or something. And about like all the stuff that he had done and how he had seen people die, and he was like, yeah,
Oh,
I've
damn.
been shot like 5 times and I got stabbed twice. And pretty much everybody is just like, yeah, whatever, man. Sure, I bet that has happened to you. One day he takes his shirt off and he has so many fucking scars.
Oh.
Right?
And he's got like 5 large scars about as big around as my thumb, like 5 of them.
Yikes.
On his chest.
Wow.
All right.
And this super fucking long jagged one on his abdomen. And I was like, what the hell are those from? He's like, this is when I got shot 5 times.
Oh my.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
What the hell is that one? And he's like, that's where I got stabbed. They had to cut him open and remove like 2 feet of his intestines.
Oh,
Because they were
wow.
completely screwed, and then sew him back together.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, never mind. You're not full of shit.
Yeah, apparently.
Ghost related.
Maybe. Speaking of having more military experience than you let out,
Definitely have
in
lore.
boot camp, there was one person in a neighboring platoon who seemed to pick things up really quickly. He seemed to never be in trouble, which was rare, and he knew the commands. He could dress right, dress on command.
All right.
He knew how to march. He knew his way around a rifle. Mm-hmm.
Had he re-enlisted somehow?
Was made for the military life. And at the end of the 3-month training period, everybody is getting their assignments. You're going to be a private. You're going to be a private.
All right.
You did exceptionally well, so you're going to be a private first class. You
PFCs,
have
yeah.
prior college experience, so you get to be a private first
Yeah,
class.
some have education.
And this guy, who's so good at everything, he's going to be Lance Corporal, because
Oh,
there's
yeah.
one person who always gets promoted out of the entire company
Yeah,
that gets
understandable.
promoted to Lance Corporal, and it's going to be this guy,
Uh-huh.
who has already gone through boot camp
Oh,
once.
God.
Wow.
But
Oh,
didn't
God.
graduate because of a medical issue. So
Oh,
he went through boot camp twice.
that must have been so hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
that wouldn't have been fun.
Yeah.
My muscles started twitching. Oh, that was a very hard one to put it at the end. Another great video by Zach and Mike nonetheless. Make sure to again go like their content, share their videos, subscribe, and everything. This part is the afterthoughts of the video. I'm gonna just talk a little about my own roommates, the ones I had. Understand that we started out as conscripts, all right? I've gone over some of my experiences in my first video. The quality is a bit bad, so I'm gonna just reiterate some of them so you would be at least familiar with it, but I'm gonna try to keep it short because the story is about something else entirely. Understand that conscription in Iran is mandatory. The time limit for it is about 2 years, based on the number of personnel available to them or those joining. If there is like a spike in all people joining and all that, they would like reduce the total amount of service time needed. So you would sometimes get like instead of 24 months, you would get 22 or 20. I believe now the time limit now is like 18 months. I did 22. The 2 last months was a operational thing that they reduced from my total time of service needed. As where you are serving has some couple of like caveats to it. If you are in a operational unit, meaning you work at a precinct, work at a border crossing type of precinct, or anything that would see action, you would get a operational bonus. Operational bonuses sometimes have incentives as a form of money. You get paid more for your service, but also majority of which would reduce from your sentence. I'm saying sentence, but the law of regulation, I mean. So yeah, mine was 24 months. I served for 22. That is including the time I went to basic training. Now, basic training itself was a whole nother ordeal together. I've had very just weird, well, it's not actually roommates, but people in the same barracks as me, because we in the basic training had just insane amount of people, and everyone was new. Everyone was just meeting everyone else for the first time, and there are people from every single ethnicity in Iran, every religion, every ethnicity. They all have their own representative coming in, and they're all just sleeping in the same barracks, getting to know each other. Namely, in my barracks, there were Southerners, there were Lurs, there were Kurdish people, there were Azeris, there were Turkmen, and these were the ethnicities from religions. We had Zoroastrians, Sunnis, Shias, and different sects of which, like the Twelvers, the Ismailis, and considering there were this many amount of people and that service is actually required of them, understand that not everyone is in perfect condition. They will take you in nonetheless. The man-child thing, he said, it is true to some extent, not totally, but yeah, there are definitely in every military, but definitely between conscripts, it rings true because conscription takes you out of your most probably youth. People as young as 18 or 19 will be joining up. I was pretty old and as I went to the university, then went into conscription. So I was like 4 or 5 years older than majority of the other conscripts coming in. But there were definitely older people than me, albeit a few. But I'm saying older, I've seen people like that had 2 or 3 children and then decided to come to conscription. Like the dude was 35, maybe 40 years of age and maybe needed the conscription card for something that he didn't need him until now. And that is when he did join up. Now understand, as it is kind of forced this conscription, the people that are coming in might come in from all the types of health conditions you could probably imagine. I've had people in my barracks that just went into epileptic shocks or people diagnosed with seizures. As I remember it vividly, I've had this one bunkmate. He was the bed beside me. We all had bunk beds. Someone was sleeping up top, someone down. The guy sleeping next to me, person sleeping to my left, was diagnosed with seizures. He had all the medical like applications, forms filled out, but they still decided that he was fit enough for service. Fast forward maybe 3 weeks into basic training. I'm on guard duty. I'm serving in middle of desert. It is extremely cold outside. It was like at the end of winter, so it definitely was cold because deserts don't have anything to keep the desert warm at all. So the temperature swings are just insane. At night, I remember I would just wear one sock, wear a freezer bag, a type of plastic wrapper over the sock, wear another sock over that, and then wear the boots, as it would just kind of insulate my feet with like a layer of plastic to try to like keep the cold air out. It was that damn cold. And to keep like our mentality, we used to come back into the barracks whenever we were like in night shifts or guard duties or something. And this particular night I was on guard duty. As I was just walking just around the inside of the barracks just to keep my feet warm, just to gain back some heat, and so I would be ready to go out and do my shift when I was a bit warmed up and all that. As it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, I kid you not, I was just walking between like rows of different bunk beds, and I heard this scorching, deep thud that it felt like something maybe half empty collided with the ground. I didn't know. It was a very deep sound, and I was just walking, and I heard that behind my back. As I look back in my like half sleepy eyes, I see what had made that sound, and my stomach just turned that very second. I saw that one of my bunkmates, the guy I was talking about, just went into epileptic shock, some sort of seizure. And while he was asleep at like 3 a.m. and face down with like his forehead, he had hit the ground, which was like mosaic or something. It was tiles. And he had hit his face so goddamn hard on the title that the title broke under that weight. And he was just convulsing and just twisting around itself. As soon as I saw that, the first like action I did was just opening my belt. I have heard of how to treat this, at least for the first aid type of thing, and just started screaming at like the posted up guy at the entrance to come help me. Someone just hit his head. I think he's in shock. By that time that I have finished like calling out to him. I had my belt out. I had wrapped it around, and just as soon as I reached him, tried to like get his mouth to open so I could feed the belt into like between his teeth, because they have a very bad tendency of just biting their tongue, choking themselves somehow. They just need to have like something between those teeth so it would allow airflow without actually harming them. And as I was just wrestling with him, I was just asking someone to help me, come get him. I was waking up a couple of people, but it didn't matter. I was helping this guy and needed help. I won't forget it. I had my like knee under his head and trying to like keep his head just not moving while I was just trying to jam his mouth open so I could get this belt into his mouth. It was just so bad. Yeah, anyway, this type of thing did happen. Thankfully, nothing came out of it. We called the ambulance. They came pick him up. And it did take a lot of while for him to calm down. He was okay at the end. By the time the ambulance reached, he was like breathing very calmly. But we all told him, yeah, you need to go and get checked up. We don't know what might happen. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Thankfully, this thing was apparently nothing serious. He spent the night under checkup, saw him first thing in the morning. So yeah, I didn't have bad like roommates or anything, but bad experiences with them, definitely. And the dude was in it at fault. The doctor that applied this guy's papers was. Why would a guy like him have this type of like a problem? It's me. Stuff can happen. Dude could not have chosen this for himself, right? He rolled the stats and this is what it came out. But the doctor could have done better. Take a look at him and see that he is afflicted with seizures. He could not possibly do a lot of like military aspected stuff in conscription. So why was he there at the first place, But hey, conscription is widely accepted to be like the free labor work that you can just abuse as much as you want for 2 years. So who cares, right? It's gonna build character. That's what they say. I've had good and other bad type of like roommates. Good ones would have your back, you would have their back. You're all just conscripts and something that you didn't choose but you had to go through. Bad ones would be could range from multiple type of levels. Like there would be the snitches who would love to just rat on you on anything. Like if you had a phone, you might just get ratted out by your own friend and conscript for just like extra time off that some of them would kind of get as a prize for snitching you out. They could snitch you out for like smoking cigarettes, which they deemed extremely bad. So you would have hell to pay. And also you would get the iffy kind of conscripts. Now those grinded my gears. Those iffy ones, like I had really like hardcore type of conscripts whom actually earned my respect sometimes, even while we weren't seeing eye to eye on a lot of things. But I also saw like very extremely soft guys that should not have been in the military just based on their demeanor. I was once just trying to get my own time with the phone booth because I was trying to call my family. As soon as I reached there, I saw another conscript just mouthing off to his girlfriend as how the food was so bad that they wouldn't season it or give them like salt and pepper for eating. I was just looking at him with like squinted eyes like, huh? Really? That's your problem with this? Their food? You came here for... Who said this thing was going to be easy? Who expected it? Who went into conscription looking for good food? Like, oh my God, if this is like your top kind of thing, you are gonna be in for so much more. There are people that would try to like dictate what type of mission assignment they would only go on. Like, I want to be a patrol dude, I want to be a guard duty, and they would choose it and think that they're like the boss of it because they've done it. No, it's an assignment. You kind of get shuffled around a lot. They would get angry, tell others that they won't do it or something, and you're stuck there like, dude, don't just destroy the system. We just want to sleep in our own time. Please just do your own job and shut up. So yeah, definitely had good ones and bad ones. Anyway, I ranted on enough. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And again, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, share on the original creators of this video, Mike Burnfire and Zach Hazards. And if you did enjoy it, maybe do the same for me. Also, this video was recommended to me by a subscriber, that one guy. Thank you, man. And if you have any recommendations, leave them down in the comments. That's all for now. I'll do more. See you next week. Bye.